Abusua mu kai se emre bi a etwemu Oliver Baka Vomawo eye convener of Fix the Country movement. Eba bontin be kan say owo audio of oni Kan Dapaah na Kan Dapaah e ka kire ne say onjai Fix the Country na oye no na o man $1 million. Mo kai sa asem no. Na Oliver Baka Vomawo ebe kan sa asem no na manfo bebre ka se oboa. Nti Kan Dapaah krampo e de asem no court. Na asem no kodru court no Oliver se o court twen sa Kan Dapaah na nkasa de na ye be di asem no o court twen sa Kan Dapaah mba Kan Dapaah na onu mom de asem no court no Oliver din kan wo court that day anopa kodru ye wa twen sa be 4 hours Kan Dapaah mba e no san ko ye na ndra ye wo ho na o release sa audio no na ensem e wo me de esusun audio no wa me pese me bo na ye nyina ye tie we ye part 1 ye bia there is another part bi eno so ho a wo be release eno so aye den aka ho ye tie conversation na e course between Kan Dapaah and Oliver Baka Vomawo.
No, I mean I think that and this is one of the things which is important for both of us to stress, that the only way this can work is through a process of conversation, that we understand that the interests are shared. I mean, the question of how we deal with the youth problem is something that unites so many people, you know. And I don't think that this is something that's it's necessarily opposed to or against government or per se, as you have appreciated that the conversations that is going on, people don't want to engage within a party-based framework. And we want to remove the conversation from that sense, you know. If there's been any frustration, it's just been in the initial responses, I guess. But I think we can reset and get somewhere on that.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Now, substantively, it's about how we do that.
Okay.
You know, and I think, you know, perhaps maybe there has been a bit of misunderstanding between us because it is important that even as we engage, there's a sense of legitimacy to what we engage in. And I was saying that, especially with the first meeting, what was going on around is that there was secret and underhand dealings that we didn't want to communicate what had been talked about in the meeting. And you know, in the way in which you communicate with various people who have anxieties and a long sense of distrust, it is important that they feel a sense that, no, you are in their camp. And that's how a lot of those conversations have gone in that direction. So I hope we can put some structure down about that engagement process.
Okay.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned now, I think the immediate thing is for me to come to Ghana, and how we make that work.
Okay.
So this is where I hand over to you.
Okay. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
You can have my word for it. Your friend the general can also be the witness. There is no way that the security agencies will do anything to you if you come to Ghana at all. You can rest assured that that will never be our intention. I will never do that.
Yeah.
Number two, quietly between the two of us, I should have no difficulty facilitating your trip.
Yeah.
In terms of logistics for you to be able to come down, and we can start talking. Probably the two of us can talk later. I will want my colleague, the Minister of Finance alone, to join me, and some of your colleagues can also join you.
Okay.
And can have series of conversations when we get to the point where we think we should make it public or we think we should enlarge it. We will then go from there.
Okay. In terms of the logistics of my coming itself, I mean, I appreciate the offer, but I think I handled that. I mean, on my end.
No problem.
But I also wanted to have a sense, perhaps, of initial scheduling, and in terms of the schedule of meetings we were thinking about, because I think I could be in Ghana by Thursday.
Okay. So we can have a first meeting on Friday.
Okay.
And probably get the Minister of Finance to join us over the weekend.
Okay. That seems like a good approach. And in the initial meeting, depending on how you'd want that enlarged as well. I mean, I had floated the idea about 2 to 3 people in that conversation. But if you feel like a smaller group is better, let me know what you're thinking is on that.
Actually, that also can work. You can come with 3 people or 4, whatever. But in that case, let me also come with the Minister of Finance.
Yeah. I mean, I think in terms of those you are coming with, I leave you to make that determination for yourself. But I suppose we both appreciate as well that in the beginning, the smaller you keep it, the more easier it is to to reach certain compromises as well.
Yes. I want the Minister of Finance to be there because I know what his thinking is on this matter, and I know you will have a much better understanding than some of my.
Right.
So yes, we can fix a meeting for Friday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If there's that should work then. I mean, how do we then continue the conversation? We can continue to route it through General Kotia.
Exactly.
If that's fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Thank you then.
Let me question before we continue.
Yeah.
First meeting, do you want it in a secret location or you want it, the minister can host it at his office? Which one do you prefer? No. We will host it in one of my safe houses.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's also important that we manage the conversation around that. And by that I mean, so maybe the safe houses might make sense.
Okay.
And then in terms of the mediation process, I mean, I don't know, again, I wouldn't presume to know how structurally it works within the national security and how it relates with the armed forces. But I was wondering whether there's space for General Koti as mediator to be there. But this is something you would have to think about.
Yes, I think both the Minister of Finance and myself have absolute confidence in him.
Yeah.
So that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, that works then.
Okay. That's good.
I appreciate the conversation.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, you too. Have a nice one.
Thank you so much.
Abusua, so mo nyina mo ate conversation no. This is Oliver Baka Vomao and Kan Dapaah, National Security Minister. On your mudi esika See, let's imagine say $1 million we krampo no. Ye tuama ye friend saying Oliver. Ka $1 million unim ni ebetimi dia ya wo Ghana ha. Ka Oliver jiskana wajia okodiu aye betimi dia ye Ghana yi. Na se we aban na wo pese ye kasa ye can good things about you. We aban na wo pese nkrofo be demonstration against your government agu aban ho fia. What should be the best thing you must do? The best thing is that near man for no so freno you do it accordingly. Meboa. Nobody will do demonstration against you. But see, you refuse to do the right thing. People are demonstrating. Instead of using that money to do the right thing, we say that be my first scanning influencing the panel or demonstrating now and jai. Na me nkoso anye nsemboni wa ban. Everybody should shut up. That is how they have influenced. They have influenced a lot of people in Ghana and they were muntimin kasano. So for the one who yentia nipa bebre wo Ghana ha omaka omanu atum. This is the reason. Me say one who yentia a lot of people in Ghana here aka omanu atum. This is the reason. E niama bisentia. Because obiena no aye de sika beba na waka na no atum. The same thing na nkomu ye Oliver no. Te obehun se nka Oliver ye fix the country na bedu baby na wajai ye ntini nka bi ko ji scanner sa na beba. But one ye selfish or bini Ghana ho. This is the audio. Timo ana mu twa trose on release kaisara konse wa release. Now ye hwe senior mu san crofo no be fa so defend and amu be ka se nye Kan Dapaah voice. There is another episode, part 2 beba, where part 1, part 2 beba. This is where we are. Ghana for ni omudi yenye sika eyeni, taxpayers money ni omudi yeni. Areho.